What is up, divergent friends? Welcome to Cognitive Dissonance, where we clearly try to, suss out some of the insanity going on around us. I have some help today, which is freaking phenomenal. I got my dude Belushi here with me, and we're gonna get into all kind of mess today, for sure. I wanna before we get into anything, I wanna thank some people. You guys, much love from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank some donors from my last show. Cash App, big love to Big Hair Tsunami, Troy Cooks, Babs the Ice Queen, Judy's Pissed, PayPal. Thank you to Bob Baroker on DLive, Keese, Alara, Tezos 2020, Callum, J Bell, LA Addicts, Karen Hare, Julie65, Dave Eagle, Fearless, Jazz Bar, Detox with Tessa, US Anon, Dolphin, Antonio 71, Blue Iris, and Amazing. You guys are awesome on YouTube. Thank you, Dickie Goodman, Victor Snyder, Grant Rennie, Matthew the Star Seed, Summer Sunshine, and on Foxhole. What up, Foxhole fam? I'm about to grab your chat in a second. I'm convinced I can get it to work today. With the gold pill love, thank you to Tamjer, Rao, Belushi. Good luck. Day Tripper, Sean Joe. Speaking of Foxhole, guys, they've made so many upgrades to the platform. All of your favorite streamers happen to be in one place again, which is freaking sweet. And now you can donate gold pills, which helps my channel, helps the devs. Guys, they put a ton of work into it, which is awesome. So if you haven't done it yet, go to pill.net, it's a free account, get you the Foxhole app, go over there, just tons of awesome content creators. Support some real free speech around here. And I just want you guys to know you mean the world to me. I can't thank you enough for watching. Let me see. What is up, Tessa, Tiffany, Patricia Serdal, Joseph, Yanni, Samantha, Schumann Beings, Frightening Me. I saw Tyler in here, Cads. What's going on over on the DLive? Tessa again with the little dancing cow. Okay, guys, let me try and grab this Foxhole chat. Belushi, what is good with you, fam?
Loyal to the foil. I'm great. Slow news day,
Slow
but
news
I'm
day.
happy. I've been sort of all over the place today, doing a little gardening, a little work, a
Ooh,
little lurking, a little
gardening.
chat engagement on the foxhole.
Hey, you gotta say,
I have to echo that. I mean, the foxhole is really starting to get legs. I mean, watched it go from sort of a stumpy crawl to a sort of a walk, and it's going to start jogging pretty soon here, if not already. Yeah, just really happy to be part of this family. It's excellent
oh my
platform
gosh, it's awesome.
where you can say what you want. However, you are on multiple platforms right now, so I'm going to try to watch my P's and Q's this afternoon or young evening. But happy to be with you.
Yeah, I like I said, there's just the one thing. Other than that, you know what?
Hi, Susan.
Other than that, it don't matter. It don't matter. Say what you want. That's how we're gonna do this. That's how we're gonna do this. Whatever happens, happens. You
You
know,
can't put Belushi in the corner.
no, you can't put Belushi in the corner. And this is just how we get down, fam. We're just gonna say whatever we want to say. Man, what's up, Greg Herrera? Good to see you, Traja. Amy Joe, what up, fam? Look at this. I got the Foxhole chat up here. Oh, thank you, Leah Worth.
Awesome.
I know. Listen, any other time I get on here and you
Did you
know,
pop it out? You know how to
I
pop it
did.
out, right?
I
Okay.
did. I popped it out. I pulled it over. I got it. I can see what up, do. Diligence, Carrie Lake. I see you chilling in the chat, Belushi. Um, what is
I
that?
see the Texan out there. Hey,
Right?
Texan.
The
Howdy,
Texan,
bro.
Fringe
Low Country,
Dweller,
Brooklyn.
Low Country. Low Country is my girl. She be chat hopping. She keeps an eye on things for me.
Good
Truly Doty Danny, um, Thumper Rose, Dave MC. A lot of you guys in here. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
to see
So
my brother Do out there. Due
yes,
diligence
I
in the
love Do.
house.
Right? We
Subpack Vet, Thumper Rose, Leah Worth. Yeah,
Yeah, we visit each other's stuffs. I like that. That's what's nice about the Foxhole fam is you will literally see everybody in everybody else's chat. It's community
mm-hmm.
where people
Mm-hmm.
will go, they support each other, they show love, you know what I mean, push each other's stuff. It's nice. It's
Absolutely
nice.
love it. Love it.
You
Yeah.
know, it's nice. So Belushi. I figure, yeah, it's a slow. Now we got some crazy stuff we could talk about. But
I know you got something for me. I mean, you lead the way.
right, I did this to Jay about when she came on my show, and I figure since I got you on here, I kind of want to get to know about you, Belushi. I want to
Oh
know
no, I knew this was
who.
going to turn into an interview.
It's not.
All
It's
right,
not. It's not.
interview over.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I don't know the whole interview thing, like talking shit. I'm all about that. But like, so tell me, what do you think? No, I can't.
What do you want to
Yeah,
know? Do you want to know my life story?
I thought we would start. No, no, no. This is gonna be fun. I thought we would do the house personality test. Now I don't know if
Oh
you. Oh
no.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, no, no. Listen, it's very,
All
very
right.
simple. Look, some of the people in my chat already know what yeah, detox with testing. Yes, let's do the cards. They know what it's about to be. Okay,
Uh-oh.
here we go, Belushi. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some pictures, right?
Okay.
They're gonna be houses, right?
Okay.
I want you to look at these houses and I want you to find the one that you identify with. And then I'm gonna tell you and I'm gonna tell the chat what it says about who you are.
Oh
All right.
God.
All right. Don't you're not on the spot, sir. You're not on the spot, right? Not at all. That's not how
All
we
right.
do
So
it.
this wait, hold on. So I understand. I just pick one, and then
Yeah, you're
that'll
gonna pick
be,
one.
and
No,
then you're gonna tell me exactly who I am.
oh, I am.
Okay.
It's like magic, right? Now there are 8 of them, right? So we got this here zombie apocalypse house just in case, got that one.
Mm-hmm.
We got you this nice modern looking dwelling, right? Okay. Got you a nice little townhouse here. Nice little townhouse. Nice little country cabin there, right?
Ugh, that's scary.
Got you the Dracula crib, right? Hey, hey, listen, whatever do you, fam. Got you Versailles. If you want to live in a palace, here you go, right? Got this nice little,
What is that? A garden apartment?
yeah, right? Looks like
Okay.
New York City, like,
Yeah.
little,
Yep.
And then we've got, uh, you know, the Wuhan high rise here, right?
Okay.
All right.
100% the cottage.
Oh, very quick with that. 100% the cottage. No doubt in your mind. All right, let's
Nope.
let's see.
I've lived in all those other places and I don't like them.
It's not you, right? All right. So this is this
Just
is
give me some land so I can grow and do
right.
whatever the frick I want.
This is our friend Belushi. Okay, it says there's a love of being alone suggested by this choice, a dream of isolation as a kind of bliss, right? Like that we remember or imagine of a childhood in a safe and cozy dwelling. This playful dream is important to you, but you are aware that there is something unreal about this fairy tale house in a clearing in a wood, with a fire in the grate, also comfortable and secure. You may harbor, at times, the thought of escape to such a sweet cottage or cabin. There is an aspect of your personality that seeks escape from the harsher realities and discomforts of everyday life. But you know that it's at best a temporary retreat. There's a path to the gate through the surrounding hedge, and from it another path to somewhere else in the world. You may be happy in solitude, but you need the company of others. There are things that must be done in the world at large.
Hmm.
Does it sound like you?
It does. But it also is a little discouraging because it seems like the card is telling me it's unachievable, and I don't like that.
I think right? No, no, I believe it's fully achievable. I just think that like sometimes, because I know I'm like that. Like
Well, hey, I'm fine with having a neighbor mile down the road,
yeah,
something
right.
like
That's
that. A
where
little
I'm at
small
now.
town nearby. I want to, I want to have some amenities. I don't want to be like, on the last frontier.
Right?
Yeah, no, I think that resonated with me pretty well.
Yeah.
What's up, Bruce Q Wayne? How you doing,
Oh,
bud?
to hear what is up? Hello. Hello. Oh,
Bruce.
right. Gary Flessner, good to see you, fam.
Oh, Gary's in the
Right.
chat. What's
Of
up, Gary?
course. Gary comes to hang out. Uh, yeah.
Well, that was neat. What did you think I was going to pick? Did you have were you thinking I might
Well,
pick something
most
different?
most people will kind of be like, it's either this one or this one, and then you end up finding some combination of the two. But you were definitive, and I think honestly, I think that this probably holds true. Like everybody wants their secure space, but to be able to go out and engage when you want, and then kind of, you know what I mean, when you ain't feeling so
We also have the internet, and most people I run
man.
into in my libtard city, I don't really want to engage with. So Yeah, I kind of like my alone time.
Right? Right? No doubt. Dude, I moved from Northeast Ohio and I'm down here in the middle of nowhere, South Carolina. And it's kind of like that. Like I've got my space. It might take me 45 minutes to get somewhere and I'm okay with that. Like there's a grocery store close enough that I can get to, or like, if I need a Walmart, of course, where ain't there a freaking Walmart? But like if I need to, if I want to engage with city folk, it takes a minute and I'm good with that. Right? I got my dog and my
Those
guns, and
damn city folk.
them damn city folk can't do it no more, right? Can't do it. Now I got one more for you.
Okay.
One more for you, all right? This
I'm
one,
game.
all right, this one is the chair friendship test. Okay, we're
Okay.
gonna see what kind of a friend are you.
Oh no. I hope I'm a good friend.
Right? I'm sure I bet you're a good friend. All right, same deal. I'm gonna show you 8 chairs. You pick one. I'm gonna tell you what it says about you. Right?
Oh wait, hold on a second. I just picked the chair that I like, and that's me.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
we're gonna
That's what kind of friend I am. Okay.
yeah, it's gonna tell us what kind of friend you are, right? Right. Now, we got this, right? Alara says this is the trap chair. We got this.
Okay.
Okay. We got this. All right.
I don't know what kind of friend that
Yeah,
would be, but
I
I don't
don't.
want to know.
We might have to read that one just because I don't think I've ever read that one. All right, we got this one. I don't
Hmm.
know what's going on here. This is like it might be prelude to old Sparky, but okay. And
Is that a chair?
that's a chair, dude.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Wait, that's it?
Yeah, there's only you need here. I'm gonna show you again.
Your chair doesn't exist. My friendship chair doesn't exist in your Rolodex. Wait, hold on.
All right.
Go to the middle one. It was like the one that had arms. Yeah, I guess that's the comfiest one. That's probably me right
This
there.
one. All
Yeah.
right.
No, not the rocking chair. No, the one that you just had. That yes.
All right. This is the one J Belt picked too. Uh, Friends find you a warm and supportive person, right? Always willing to invite them into the world you create, which makes them feel at home, loved, and respected. It's a world in which they can show their true feelings and find empathy. This willingness to be the reliable and dependable friend perhaps fulfills a need in you to be needed. Ooh,
Wow.
right? It may
God, the
indicate
cards know
the
everything.
cards always know, man. It may it may indicate that you sometimes confuse giving love with being who you are, that you are okay as long as it is you who are doing the giving.
Mm.
Perhaps sometimes, however, you cover it up. You inwardly tend to reject or distrust the love and affection that others have for you. Not because you don't really want it, but because you cannot be sure that it's genuine. You give a great deal. Just try to take more and be happy. It
Mm.
says. Now let's look and see, because I ain't never read that damn stool. I don't know.
I
I
want to
need
know.
to
I
know
want
what
to know
kind
what
of
kind of
friend.
friend the stool is. You hate everyone. You put them
Right.
in the corner in the dark. You make
Listen.
them sit on hard surfaces.
Right. Oh, I'm extremely surprised. It says you are a fantastic friend. People love you because you are transparently honest about your affections, which are tempered by good sense and fine feeling. You listen well. I can see that for this now that I'm reading it. Right? You listen well, and your friends find in you a great confidant because you seem to validate their own strengths and are tolerant of their weaknesses. Although you tend not to be critical, you are seen to be honest. You have good feelings about humanity in general and your friends in particular, and yet you lack perhaps a high regard for yourself. You've been places and done things, but at the moment, maybe you lack a strong sense of direction. Life has been good to you, and should get better, but there's an element of disappointment in your present condition. You would not mean less to your friends if you communicated something of these inner doubts, and involved them in a reappraisal of your situation. They would love to help you make changes because they love you. And I can actually now,
Man, that stool is deep.
ain't the stool deep? That's wild, bruh.
It's so deep. The stool is deep.
Right? Tiffany says it's not wrong, right? It's not. That's actually extremely accurate now. I never thought of it as transparent and honest. Just a
Hmm. Do I think due diligence might be a stool. He's saying, "Wow, that stool got me 100%."
Are you the stool due diligence?
I think
Right.
due diligence might be the stool.
Due diligence is the stool. Okay. Yeah, I read, right. Thumper,
I could see that. I could see that. I could see that.
right? Thumper Rose says she likes the fluffy smoking chair, right?
Well, let's read that one. What's that
Read
one?
the, let's see. Let me find, okay. We're talking about the trap chair, right? That's
Was
the,
that the it was is that the one Alara picked?
yes. Well, no, no, no,
Okay.
no. No. Alara picked either this one or this one. See, most people,
Of course she picked the postmodern one.
yeah, right, with the tree behind it was the
Yeah,
thing. That's
right.
all she saw. She didn't give a
She's like,
shit
I like
about
the
the
tree.
chair.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
she was
the
like, look at the
tree.
tree.
I see
Right.
that. I can see
Hmm.
that happening.
That's what that was. So the trap chair, the smoking chair, your friends find in you an interesting mix of strengths and weaknesses. You're quite a balanced sort of person. You know yourself and you have a depth and integrity of character which is appreciated, but because life for you doesn't always work as you think or wished it might, you may come across as sometimes slightly displaced and a bit distracted. There are times when the confidence others expect of you and may have come to rely on slips. At such times you should be open to your friends. They may not have realized that you need their loving support to bring out the confident side of your personality, which they know is there and which they value and love in you.
Oh my god, that's my ex. Oh, Navy vet says he thinks he's the stool too. That stool got me.
The stool, man, there was something about it, right? I think we tend to bypass it, which is kind of crazy. Like we look at it like, oh no, don't nobody want that, right? And then when you really think about it, it makes a lot of sense. That's crazy.
Classical chick picked the same chair as me. I think I missed the house choices. Yeah. Well,
Right.
I was the cottage in the on the land with the
The
freedom,
cottage with the big leather
and not the
chair,
people breathing down my neck or
right?
breathing on themselves with their face diapers.
Right, man. Right.
Man, come on.
I know,
I
right?
saw a video earlier today where I think it was New York City, and I think he was going around Central Park, and he was asking people why they're still wearing the masks, and they're like their answers, and maybe it was on
Oh,
Alara's
no, no, no. I saw
Telegram.
that.
Did you
They're like,
see?
I don't know.
I don't
My
know. I
friends
just
are
do it
wearing it,
because I was
right?
against. Yeah, my friends are wearing it.
Oh,
I
well,
don't want
that's
to offend people. Still, it was like the
right.
most ridiculous answers. Like they're
Good
like, he's like,
God.
did you get a vaccine? They're like, yeah. He's like, why are you still wearing the mask? Well, I'm just used to it now.
Right?
I'm like, this is
Oh,
okay.
that's great. You've been trained.
Bye,
I'm so
bye.
glad you've been trained now to do
The
what you're
four to six
told.
percent, they're not going to make it.
Man,
I
listen.
mean, I shouldn't laugh at that, but I mean, it's fucking
It
funny
it
because
was
they're
it
retarded.
was it was funny.
Sorry,
No,
I'm
that's
not going to be PC.
uh I firmly don't expect you to. No, that shit was funny. I was like, "What?" When she said, "Yeah, my friends all wear them." Wow.
It's
That
amazing because it's like, is it the fluorinated water? Is it the chemtrails?
it's
Is
everything,
it the
dude.
food? Is it that they just can't turn the TV off? Like, what is it about these people that they just can't literally take basic logic and be like,
There was
to the
never
point where you were so scared you went and got the vaccine, and then you're still wearing a mask.
did you see the matter of fact, since you said it, so you guys can see. Hold on, let me find it. The Cleveland Clinic today released the results of a study where they determined that there is absolutely no need if there's no need for people that have had the Rona to be vaccinated at all. That's the Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah,
Like, are you gonna hate on them?
one of the women in the interview said, I got it. I got vaccinated and wearing the mask. And he's like, oh, you're a triple threat. She's like, I am. And she was like super proud of the
Oh,
fact that she
dude,
had gotten it, got vaxxed, and was wearing a mask. And she's like, I
have
just,
you
you know, I
seen
would.
like the T-shirts like vaccinated AF or
Have you
sexy
seen
and
the
vaccinated?
tattoos? Have you seen the
Oh my God, the
tattoos?
tattoos are horrible. Why would you do that? Like, why would you
Uh,
do that?
I don't
Or
know.
the people wearing prom dresses and shit to go get the vax? Like,
Foil. If I had the answer to that, I'd be a much richer man.
man, like, what are y'all
I might be
doing?
able to solve the world's problems if I had the answer to that.
It's wild.
I mean, you know, the answer is programming and conditioning, you know,
It
hip,
is.
levels of hypnosis and MK Ultra shit. I mean,
The crazy
it's
thing
pretty
is,
wild.
there was
Um,
never a single attack vector. These people have been doing this for so long, and like you said, everything from shit they spray from the sky to stuff they put in the water, things they put in the food, decreasing intelligence, ruining sperm counts and reproductive rates. I mean, just any which way, modifying food. Like that's one of the things I trip about on Twitter all the time is the attack supply. Like these people are going in on our food supply. and everything
We're seeing it now.
mhm, everything is for their
We're seeing it now
filling.
with the cyber attacks on the meatpacking plants. The JBL, I think, out of based in Brazil,
Yep.
has like 84 packing plants across the country,
They're a
mostly in
fifth of our food supply.
yeah, a
A
fifth or
fifth
a
of
quarter
our,
of the
our beef
yeah. Is it a
supply.
fifth? Yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean,
Or,
what are they trying to
maybe you're right,
usher in
45%.
here?
I thought it was
Did
a
you
fifth.
did you? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, no. I think 1/5. I thought it might have been a quarter, but 1/5 sounds right.
That's ridiculous, though.
Did you see Tucker Carlson eating a cicada brownie on the
Oh,
air
no. Don't tell me
last
he's eating
night
the
or the night
bugs now,
before?
too.
Well, here's the other thing I was
Dude.
playing with in my head. Why do cicadas, the 7-tier cicada, and I can't remember the scientific name of that specific Brood X, thank you. They're like, oh yeah, there millions and billions of them or whatever, and they're going to be in abundance, and like we should find ways to utilize this protein. And it's like, oh, how convenient that Tucker Carlson's on the news eating cicada brownies,
Bruh.
and all of a sudden the meatpacking plant, and they don't want us eating red meat. Why is that? Why are they so against the cow?
Man, the cow farts, clearly.
No,
Thank you.
seriously, that's what I was just going to say. The cow, every
Oh,
aspect of
my
the
goodness.
cow.
Thank
And
you,
I've lived in other
Saturnuts.
parts of the world where cows are, you don't eat cow. Like I didn't eat red meat for like 6 months when I was traveling out there, but like cows will roam around the streets free. They reach a certain point from like, a milking standpoint where they just get let go, and they literally are free. They let them free. They roam around the cities and shit. Like they're
Right.
free cows. I have pictures of me with cows. Actually, I should make that my background. It was one of my album covers. It's called Cow Lick.
Cowlick.
Anyways, it's nuts. And so like, I don't know if you've gotten into this level of woo with the pigs and how they were spliced with the human DNA and genome.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Listen.
And so
Yes.
so I was reading this report earlier this afternoon, and none of the pork production is getting affected by this, just the cows.
Well, let me point out to you that,
and the soy that they're saying that they've soy boyed out all the beta males out there, and a lot of it is pork. There's a lot of shit in pork that's, I mean, God, I'll never give up bacon or smoking pork shoulders or things like that. However, I have taken way down on my pork intake after I started looking into that stuff. Look it up, guys. Pork
our
and
pork
the human
exports
piglets
to China have
ties to the human skin and tissue and organs.
It's disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Well, I
but
mean,
bacon's delicious.
Bacon is delicious, right? They claim that they're doing this genetic splicing so that they can grow organs that can be transplanted into humans and shit. But what they don't, you asked about the cows, because them coming after factory farming, them coming after us being stable with our own food production, goes against their climate agenda. So everything that we're seeing happen ties into their freaking agenda somehow. From the things that just happen to be getting cyber attacked to, the World Economic Forum and their freaking, now their forest initiatives. I was talking about that with you guys the other day on Severe's chat, how they want to put drones up over the forest, and like it's the same reason Bill Gates bought up all the freaking farmland.
Bingo. I was just going to go there. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, what about his meatless patties? He wants you buying his meatless patties made of crickets and fucking wheatgrass and shit, or whatever the fuck he's making.
He bought into Beyond Meat, and as a matter of fact, at the very beginning of the pandemic, like, these people knew this was coming. The share price of these Impossible Meat and Beyond Meat, which he is heavily invested in, went up over 218% in the first 3 or 4 months. And we started to see, and then because of the trade deal that Trump signed with China, a lot of our exports were going to China. Our meat production was going to China. We were having to import from other countries. And, of course, Bill Gates jumps in, and like, now they've got not just the plant-based meat, but they've got the freaking 3D printed cell culture meat that they're pushing too. Can you imagine? And then, like you said, now they're pushing the cicadas, because that's what it's like.
Literally, they're like, Tucker, okay, here's what you're going to do on your show tonight. He's like, okay, yeah.
Who agrees to that?
I'm going to talk about this.
Hell,
I'm going to talk about this. And then they're like, and we also got these cicada brownies delivered from the local bakery. They made it seem so fucking hipster. Like, oh, they're from like, Williamsburg, and like, it's from this little dainty bakery that's like super like woke. I don't know the way they fucking framed it. I literally haven't watched TV in like a year and a half. Like, but I watch little clips. People will post stuff of Fox News and shit. And I literally watched this clown. I mean, I don't care if you like Tucker out there or not. He works for Fox News, okay? This motherfucker, they're like, dance monkey, eat a cicada brownie, eat a cicada brownie on
And
the
he
air. And he's
does
like,
it.
okay, with that dumb fucking puppy dog look face that he has. Oh, did you fucking brownie? You got scared. That's really good. I actually ate one before the producer told me there were cicadas in it. I didn't even know the difference.
And
It's
he
like,
does it.
wow, dude. Like you didn't fucking know that there was a cicada brownies on your fucking news desk. Okay.
Listen, I'm not eating bugs. I'm not living in a pod. I'm not giving up my right to
Yes, you
privacy.
will, and you will like it.
I
You will
will
own nothing as you
I
will
will
like it.
not comply, sir. Right? Yeah, it's 20, what is it? It's 2035. You own nothing. You have
Klaus
no
Schwab.
privacy, right? And I've
Do you
never
know
been
what? Do you know what
happier.
2021, 2022, and 2023 add up to?
What?
666.
Oh, do they really? I
Mm-hmm.
never even thought that. Imagine that.
I'm a math nerd, but yeah. I like when I see numbers, I just immediately my brain starts adding them up and dissecting them and rearranging them. But this is their symbolism. This is the shit they do. So is 2023 the finish line for them to have us
Man,
eating cicada burgers? No more cattle ranches. Um, you know, I don't know. Bill Gates owns a fifth of the country.
doesn't he now?
He also
Did,
bought up so much acreage in like Turkey and like other countries. I don't know what the fuck his plan is, but
did you see that him and Warren Buffett are now planning on building nuclear reactors?
I did hear something about that. What else did I hear? I heard something. There were a grouping of them: Gates, Bezos, Soros, Buffett, and a couple others. And I was reading something about you saw this like AWS, like the UK.gov website went down. There was a big
Oh, this
outage.
morning I woke up. I was
Yeah,
like, damn, are
yeah.
we gonna? I wonder what
Yeah,
the
because
hell's
no,
going
it's
on.
this
I
wave
didn't
of
know.
cyber stuff that's happening now. This is because
I
COVID
know what it
narrative is
is.
dying. Yeah, the COVID
Yeah.
narrative is dying. So
Initiate phase two, right?
right, right. Well, they had to skip the climate change stuff because they lost their foothold on it. So now we're going to
Oh,
cyber attacks. Then it's going to be aliens.
thank you, Diddy
Um,
Style. Sorry, thank you, Diddy Style. Thank you, Golden Crisp. Oh, you guys, I love you. Thank you. Diddy
some
Style
gold
says,
pills in the chat.
yeah, says always have to lurk on your show, but dig it like a shovel. Life is like garden, man. You dig? I do. I do.
Good to
Thank
see you
you.
guys out there. Yeah,
Right?
We're going to try to dig up some worms, and maybe
Right.
we'll get to the bottom of this.
We are
Uh,
solving the world's problems here today on cognitive dissonance, sir. Yeah, well, yeah, like you said, I woke up this morning. I couldn't get on Reddit. I went to go see if something was from my Amazon was. I was like, oh, I was like, is it happening? Is
oh,
it
were
happening?
you down? Because
Man,
I
everything was down. I was like,
okay.
holy shit. And it turns out it was Fastly, which is like I don't know, a server
Yeah,
station
it's like
of
the
sorts.
SDN or whatever the
Yeah.
Fastly thing is. It's basically yeah.
And
But they don't
notice
have a
they did.
fail safe. They don't have load balancing. So like one goes down and then like all these freaking websites went down. So it
They
was just like,
also don't have a reason.
right.
They didn't give any reason for this. And I think it's, and then what did we see yesterday? The Hill, one of the Capitol Hill tech companies got hacked. Um, I mean, this is all leading up, like you said, it's cyber polygon, it's phase two, the COVID narrative's dead, climate change, they're still gonna push that. Maybe not yet. First they're gonna make us feel like they're gonna try.
Can I ask a silly question? Because I haven't watched a mainstream media program
Yes.
in over a year.
Yeah.
Are they still doing that like coronavirus death count
Oh
like
God,
thing?
I haven't seen one in a while
Are
either.
they
And
doing that still? Because
now,
that might be a good indicator if we're still talking about coronavirus. Because
right?
it pivoted clearly to vaccines quite a minute ago.
I haven't seen the counter. I don't know. You guys in the chat, have you
Yeah,
seen?
are we still on the death count
Right,
march?
man. My dad used to come every day. He would come to my house and be like, did you see? 33,000 people. Da, 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 da." I'd be like, if you
Oh,
don't
in the
stop.
beginning, it was so
Yes, I'm
crazy. It
like,
was
listen,
so
sir.
crazy.
Like, if you don't stop coming
Yeah,
over here with
you
these
know, I had to
freaking.
stop watching TV after I had thrown my remote into my flat screen mounted above my fireplace a few times, and I had to get another flat screen because I kept breaking my screen. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my God,
But yeah, literally at the point where I want to throw my remote through the TV, I was just
no
like,
doubt.
for the health of my mind and body and soul, I need to turn this tell you vision off.
Man, well, it sucks because I work as a fact checker, so
Right.
I have to literally like hours and hours and hours of nothing but news in front of my face, and I'm sitting here shaking my head like y'all done lost your minds. Like this is crazy. Like this is crazy. What are you people talking about? And yes, I said you people, like
Yeah, I said you people. That's what I mean. You people.
I'm like, what is happening here? Right? I mean, and it just like it was bothering me for a minute. It was getting progressively crazier. And then, and then because and it's a miracle that I still have my job because I'm like, even though like something may come across my desk and I'm like, man, this is not uh this shouldn't even be in front of me. Like, why is this in front of me? I know that there's 20 other people that are probably like, nope, nope, nope. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just
Right.
throwing stuff, throwing stuff, throwing stuff. I'm like, I hope that there are others like me out there. Like, man, what?
There are. There are.
There have to be,
Hmm.
even if they're quiet, like the silent majority, right out there. Like,
A lot of people are, myself included for quite a while. A lot of people try to fly under the radar just because, they have responsibilities. I have three kids, and
right,
I have overhead. I have things I have to handle. And, I don't do any interaction with social media or anything like that through anyone I work with. That this is my life. That's their life.
right.
Although they can get on a call and be like, "Oh, I got the Moderna vax. Did you get? Oh, I got the Johnson
Oh
and
my God.
Johnson one. I'm going for my
Like,
second. It
you better
really
not.
wrecked me the first time, but I'm really excited to get the second one." I'm like,
Right,
Jesus Christ, what? I'm like, just like, don't say it. Don't just Belushi. Don't fucking say anything. I'm
right.
like, I'm not gonna fucking say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. There's a couple guys that I work with that are like, dude, they call me on the side and they're like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's crazy. I'm like, you're not getting the vax, are you, dude? Like, you fucking want to do to yourself and grow
Oh
a
my
fucking tail.
goodness,
You better not get that thing.
man, man. Like,
It's
I'm
nutty.
good.
It's
Like,
nutty.
there's
I don't recognize the world, but I do see a shift happening. And it's really starting to gain momentum over the last couple months. I've really started to feel it. You and I have done several shows together where we talk about the ascension and the raising of consciousness and everything that's happening around with vibrational energy. It's certainly a path that I think we're on collectively, but also individual paths are being forged because you really do have to create your own reality and set that intention forward as you walk through the the valley of the dark.
man.
You have to sort of shed all those fears and those things about your own life, and really, it's just the path to God, right? Walking hand in hand with the Creator. And it's just I think the biggest thing that I take away from this movement and this discernment of information is really the truth around spirituality and the universe and how we're all connected and what our true purpose and our path is. And once you sort of shed all of the matrix anchors and ties and even
Right,
money. I mean, like it's so funny because like I work in money, but I also hate it.
right.
Like I wish that we could start and it is going to happen. It is happening. I'm seeing people buy big plots of land and start to form their own little communities and
Yes,
stuff, but
that's
just
what we
working
got
on
to
a
do.
barter system where you grow your own food and somebody runs the local shop or fixes the shoes, like back in the day when there's a cobbler and a
Right,
seamstress and grocery and a local hardware fix it store and like a mechanic shop or some shit, right? And it's like you don't really need much for a town.
no,
Like
you
we
don't.
don't need fucking
Thank you,
super
Flash
malls
Mob.
and fucking like Gucci purses and all this bullshit. I mean, I like nice things, but you know
Right,
what I'm saying,
but
right?
it's not essential to survival, and I think you're right.
My
Like,
truck, I got a 99 truck with 365,000 miles on it. Fucker works
does it
great. It's
run?
a
Right.
beast. Oh, it fucking is a tank.
That's
Fucking
all that
99
matters.
old body style Toyota 4Runner. I love it.
They
People are like, why do you drive an old car like that? I'm like, because I fucking love old trucks and shit.
man,
I'm
yeah,
like,
right. When shit hits the fan,
like, what
that's
do I
gonna
need
be
a BMW
that's
for? I
gonna be
fucking
what
don't go
works.
anywhere. I'm like, dude, if I
Right.
need to haul some shit, I got the boat hitch on there. I'm like, I can go down the street, whatever I need. I don't need a fucking fancy. I just don't get it. I don't get why people are, I don't know. The materialistic thing is part of the whole design and
Oh,
what keeps us
it's
down,
part of the programming. Thank you,
Yeah.
Flash Mock.
Flash
Like,
mock. I don't know
yeah,
what you said, but thank you.
right. Donating the gold pill. Thank you for the gold pill love today, guys. I appreciate it. But I think you're right. I'm Christian, which is not. When I had my awakening, when my ends, I literally died, and I don't know if you like. I told the story on a large channel. I'm not going to rehash. Most of these guys have heard some of it before, but I mean, I literally died, and I was literally saved, pulled from the void. Right? It was the single most terrifying thing that I've ever. And I was in a mess of shit. Like, and nothing was as terrifying as what happened to me that day. So I'm a Christian, right? And before I was raised Catholic, but I just didn't care. But what I came to realize,
Same.
yeah, right. What I came to realize was that Like there's a lot in the Bible about what's happening now. I always think about the parable of the wheat and the tares. You know, you let them grow up together. You know, somebody comes into your field and they plant a bunch of seeds, and some of them grow up to be wheat and some of them grow up to be tare, and they say, you know, don't worry about it until the harvest. We'll separate them at the harvest. And I think what we're seeing is that people that are inherently good people are trying to be better people, and people that were inherently freaking lost are becoming even more so. I think whatever is happening as far as like the ascension process, or like the Bible refers to it as a harvest, you know, this great time of change is really bringing out in people the crux of what they were. And you know, I know a lot of us feel like we're on a mission to try and save people, but I think, you know, we can't save everybody. You don't want to stop trying to reach people, but you have to approach this with the idea that you reach who you can, and don't lose yourself in the pursuit of others. Make sure you stay on your path, because whatever is going to happen, we're watching it happen now, and it's probably going to happen fairly soon.
Yeah, and that's extremely profound, and I resonate with that. I mean, for me, I try on a daily basis. It's always a struggle. I ask God for guidance, and you know, thank Him for another day on this earth, and hit my knees in the morning and really ask Him for forgiveness, because I'm sure I sinned the night before. And you know, I think one of the things you know, that I try to subscribe to is the 51-49 model, which is 51% service to others and 49% service to self. You have to take care of yourself. You have
Yes.
to you know, get rid of this idea that, like, you know, if you're doing something to solidify your own life, that's sort of a selfish act. In order to help others, your shit's got to be together.
Oh,
So
listen,
you can't help others unless you got your shit together,
man,
right?
that's like
And a lot of people, yeah, go ahead.
when I was locked up, and I've told this story to nobody be surprised, right? When I was locked up, like, you get people that come in, and like, you want to cry about helping your kids, and now you miss your kids and this, that, and the other, but you're not together. And then, like, that'd be something like, I got tired of saying it. Like, how are you going to help anybody until you fix you? Like, you
Right.
need to worry about you right now. You know, like, I'm gonna go out and get my kids. Okay, first you need to go out and get a job. Then you need to go out and get your shit together. Then you can worry about saving somebody else. You know, make sure your house is in order first.
Absolutely. Got to keep your side of the street clean. You know what I mean?
Man,
Can't really worry about what other people do or say, you know, but like to your point earlier, um, you know, about, you know, still having the reach, right?
what
I
up,
think
Average Joe?
average Joe Patriot in the house, you know, having your, you know, your, like you said, your house in order, but in order to, maintain that reach or be able to put, you know, plant those seeds with people. I think we've reached sort of an impasse and actually sort of, you know, maybe stepped over that threshold in a way, because I think a lot of that was going on for a long time. And I think naturally now, through a lot of things that, you know, certainly I think this is God's plan, but when we talk about trust the plan or whatever, a lot of the moves that 45 made and the way sort of things have shooken out and gone down, it's happening on its own. Like, we don't need to run around and be like, take this red pill. Like, we don't have to
No,
do that
no,
anymore. Like, it's
people are
fucking
gonna
happening
see.
naturally. Yeah, they're
Hmm.
going to continue to see. And so that's what I meant about continuing to step forward on your path and continue to manifest and create your own reality. Because it's weird. It's like, I talk to my mom on the phone like every day, because she's like way into this shit, dude. Like, my mom is like a
That's
freaking
awesome.
next level truther, dude. She talks about, she goes, we call her rice paper walker, because you never see her entering or leaving a room. Like, you just turn around, you're like, what the fuck, mom? Like,
Right? How'd you
where
get
the fuck
here?
did you just come from? She's
Right?
like, oh, I was like doing this or that, or like whatever, when I go out to stay with them. Yeah, rice paper walker. But anyways, she's like, yeah, I don't, she goes, Graham, I go to the grocery store and I don't see, she's like, people don't see me. She's like, people don't see me. She's like, I'll just be like walking down the house. She's like, I swear to God, like, no mask, whatever. This is like, she's like, she just walks around. She's like, I think I'm invisible to these people. She's like, I think I'm in another like density or dimension. I'm like, I think you are too.
You
Because
right? You might be.
half the time I don't see you. So I'm trying to get to 5. I think I'm like in 4 somewhere, you know.
Right? You might be.
But yeah, it's so
Belushi.
funny. I mean, it's crazy because um you know, you go through your whole life thinking that, you know, sort of, at least I never did. I never fucking trusted any of this bullshit system,
Man.
even from a little age, like a little kid, man. School, all of it. But people go through their whole lives thinking, okay, if I do this and I do this amount of school
Yes.
and I get the degree and then I get the job and then I get the wife and then I get the picket fence and then it's like, and then, oh, you work until you freaking basically retire.
And when shit collapses, they don't know how to deal with it. That's another problem. Like you think you've got this.
You can't tell somebody their whole life was a fucking lie and be like, take the red pill. It's so much more complicated than that. Man, I think that's what people need to realize about that whole process and be careful with what you talk to people about. But no, like I said, I think it's happening on its own now.
It really is. What's up, Jazzbar? Good to see you.
You want to address the chat? I got to jump off camera for 1 second.
Yeah, Weaponized Truth said Einstein led me to Christianity. He said creation implies the creator. That's right. That's right. It does. It does. What up, Navy Bet? Oh, thank you, Matt. Matt is in here. Good looking out. You do awesome work, sir. I just want you to know that you are the shit. Matt is one of the devs on the Foxhole team, and it is much appreciated, sir. Much appreciated. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy, you guys. Like you can man, you can try and lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Like it can get wild sometimes. But I truly believe that, and I just had this conversation with Tyler Koala last night. If you speak your truth, your light will shine. Like don't ever feel like you don't ever feel like trying to you can't force people to believe nothing, man. You can't force people to believe nothing. While he's away, let me see. Who else do I have?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm here.
No, I was just trying to say. Oh, thank you, Detox with Tessa. I was looking over here at the DLive chat to see what we got going on.
I thought I saw one of the Matts out there.
Yes, Matt, 1776 is over here.
What is up, Matt?
Thanks, Dew. Thanks for the love, sir.
Dew with Dew cans.
Right.
With the dual cans, right? That's a deuce.
Deuce.
What's that classic rock song? Another runner in the night.
Locked
up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light.
Right. Okay, I'm with you now.
He's got the dual cans out there, the 22.
Cans, right. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, dude. Like I sometimes I feel like, even when we do these streams, like it's sometimes it feels like it's hard to reach new people. I mean, we know the people that we talk to and we love the people that we talk to, and it's like, how do we, but if you try to push on people, sometimes that just pushes them away. You have to drop questions. You have to make it intriguing, make somebody want to engage. Like, if you go up to somebody and say, Joe Biden's spending is terrible, nobody's going to hear that. But if you go up to them and say, well, what do you think happens when you print a shit ton of money? Nobody's working, and
just ask them this. They obviously didn't do this because they always do the bait and switch, but like, free college debt relief for all, or better yet, free college for all, and just say, yeah, I wonder how they're going to pay for that. Do you know how are they going to pay for that? You think?
Ask the questions, right? The questions that nobody.
How do you feel about Biden raising the taxes 9%? Like, what is that going to affect your daily living?
Right. Oh, yeah. Only the.
How's your paycheck this month?
Are you? Tell me how that works. You don't think that filters down to you, right? How much?
Simple shit, man. Simple shit.
Like,
hey, are you struggling to pay your rent? How do you feel about the fact that these illegals are getting like debit cards with like 16 grand on them or whatever the frick they were doing?
Man,
what do you feel about that? Our vets are sleeping in fucking parking garages around the Capitol, and these fucking illegal drug smuggling, human traffic smuggling M13 motherfuckers are getting put up in hotel rooms for committing crimes against humanity.
The disrespect of the veteran community makes me sick.
Well, Trump was working really hard on it, but Biden's just here's the other thing. I've actually taken quite a step back from the daily, just White House headlines, what Biden's up to or what he's not up to. Just like it's like such a clown show. I'm like, I can't even. Half the time, I'm like, that's not even fucking real. Like, what's going on over there? But what was I going to say? Oh, so Kamala's now. Did you? Okay. Did you see Macron get bitch slapped today?
Yes, that was hysterical. Got the
Did you see
fire
Macron
smacked
get
out of
bitch
him.
slapped today?
That was hysterical.
No,
I'm
but it was
gonna
like a
bring that
legit
up.
limp-wristed bitch slap too. It was
Oh
like a
man,
legit bitch
right?
slap, and I was
Like
like
and
so
they
proud of
faked
that
him out
guy.
too. They faked him out like he was going up to shake the hand, and he just come with a
Well,
whack.
he ran over
Right?
like a total Biden move, and I was like, "Is this like the Biden of France?" And he got fucking bitch
Yes,
slapped.
Macron
God, an egg or a pie on top of that would have been like
man.
the ultimate.
Right?
No, yeah, Kamala's interfacing with all these international leaders, and then she got sat down and asked about the border, and she's like, "Have I gone to the
Oh,
border? Have I gone to Europe?" She's like,
right.
you just like the second that the lie machine turns on. I mean, it's so fucking
Did you
blatant. I mean, come
see
on.
what
I read
she
people for a
said?
living. Like, give me a fucking break.
Did
These
you see
people
what
can't
happened in
see how much
Guatemala?
of. Yeah, go.
Did you see what happened in Guatemala today?
I heard that the Guatemalan president dissed her, but I saw some clip.
Bruh,
I didn't see a clip.
hold
I saw a
on.
headline, I think.
Let me see.
Pull it. See if you can pull it up.
Let me see
Pull
if
up the
I can.
Macron slap, too.
Oh my god, that shit
I think
had me
everyone
dying.
should see
So
Macron fucking bitch ass get slapped.
when she gets there, right? When she gets there, the police got their backs turned to her already. Like, nope, we ain't having it. The people are there, and you won't be able to see it. I don't know how to show you, but I'm gonna push play on here so you guys can see from my Twitter feed. Signs saying Kamala go home, Kamala Trump won, like holding up signs, like just disrespect all the way around, right? Which is hysterical. You can like they can see it on the screen now, them standing there with their signs telling her to mind her own business and whatever. So she
Wait
gets
a minute. I can't see. I can't see what you're showing.
well, if you'd have to pull up the thing, I don't know how to.
Oh, I'd have to pull up Foxhole. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
do
I
that.
don't know how to run it into the thing so that you
Oh,
can
good. No,
actually
I can
see it.
pull up Foxhole. That's super easy.
um yeah, I mean, just disrespect all around. So then when she gets there, she tells them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play this too. You might be able to hear it. I'm not sure.
Hope at home. At the same time, I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come.
She tells him, if you're thinking about making the trek to the border, do not come. Which I'm sure is the first time she's ever said them words together in a sentence in her life. Do not come. She tells them, do not come to the border, right? Then tries to get multinational, like telling them, invest in Guatemala. We're gonna enforce our laws. Like, since when? Since when you haven't worried about enforcing laws in I don't know how long, right? So, but she really did. Let me see if I can find the Macron slap. That shit was hysterical.
Man, we got to find a way to share this Zoom so I can see the Macron slap. I'll watch that shit all day long.
Right. I wish. Oh, did you see Zuckerberg trying to be alpha male, throwing his spears? Dude, can you see the Foxhole?
Dude, you can't even alpha. Do you see how much fucking
It's
sunscreen that
the worst.
motherfucker puts on to go
He's got
waterboarding or whatever the fuck that thing
right.
is?
Oh, he looked like a damn side. He looked like
He
Data
looked
from
like a
Star
fucking
Trek,
Smurf, is what he
right?
looked like.
With all that shit all over him. He's got damn headphones on, like noise canceling headphones, like he's at the shooting range throwing spears, right? Pull up the Foxhole. You can. It's probably filtered through where you can see it by now. You know, I'm surprised he actually hit the target, but he's like 5 feet away from it. Like, why? What are you? And he's super proud of himself too. He walks away like,
What does Zuckerberg mean in German? It means sugar mountain, right?
oh
So
Jesus,
sugar
that
mountain,
is not a
Facebook is their
surprise.
sugar mountain. It's their endless,
Does it really?
harvesting of our data and money. I was buying ads for clients. I was one of the first on Facebook. I was also one of the first in their beta live streaming. I was doing little rickety fucking shit on
What
my
up, white
old
hat?
set,
Thank
on
you.
my old setup, like doing it literally the audio through the phone. I'm like, this is so cool. I got invited to the beta program. And I remember on Easter, my family was like tuning in. They're like, how are you doing this on Facebook? I'm like, I don't know. It's this new thing.
Right.
Like,
It's awesome. Right.
this is like 6-7 years ago. Yeah, I mean, fuck what they've done. I mean, it's a complete CIA op. I think he's a Rockefeller, right? His real name.
Man, man.
I'd have to look it up to get his real name.
You
But
said
yeah,
Sugar Mountain. Really? Like,
Sugar
that
Mountain is
makes me think of,
Zuckerberg. I think in German means Sugar Mountain. I
do
think.
you remember?
I don't know if it's German. It might be Austrian or I don't know.
Do you remember one of the old ass viral cartoons? The llamas, or not llamas with hats. Charlie the Unicorn, right? Where the unicorns take him to Candy Mountain, and he thinks he's going to Candy Mountain, and he ends up losing his kidneys or some shit. Like, he thinks he's going to. It was the. I swear to God,
Oh,
I'm
this
obsessed
is
with
like
it.
this is like the adult version of Candyland. Like
It was
you slide down the ladder and you wake up in a bathtub
yeah,
with your
he did,
kidneys
full of
fucking cut
ice
out in
with
a
no kidneys. Like, what the hell?
bathtub full of ice.
Yeah, he thought he was going to Candy Mountain. He ended up with no kidneys. That's like Facebook. You think you're getting some great product, you end up getting data raped. It's ridiculous. Thanks, White Hat. Thanks, Chatternuts. Good to see you guys out there.
Hey
Aw,
Kermit, good to see you, girl.
right. Green Lives Matter, she says.
Uh
Yes,
oh,
they do.
Bestie's in the chat. Hi, Bestie. I
Oh,
knew
yeah,
she's gonna creep eventually. I'm waiting
right.
for methods because I have a method story that I need to tell about the deity squirrel, but I'm going to wait until I see him in
Oh,
the chat. So
boy.
maybe
Right.
methods. I know you're out there.
That super secret squirrel army.
I was dealing with his deity squirrels. I think I have a theory.
You have it. Do tell. Are you
They were
gonna?
fucking with my garden all day today, and I'm pretty
Are they
convinced
at you?
that methods sent them.
Oh, is he the leader?
He literally
Is he the leader
he
of the
has an army of
squirrel
chipmunks
army?
and squirrels that
That's
he
messed up, dude.
controls.
I wondered who was in charge of them things. That makes perfect
When he
sense,
started
actually.
talking about the deity squirrel, and then I started getting these squirrel attacks, I'm like, yo, dude, did I do something wrong, bro? Like, you
You
mad
s-
at me, man?
you summon them, or he summoned them with his thoughts. He probably
Well, he
controls
was
them
sending out his little
telepathically,
squirrel army.
right?
So the joke on Saphir's show this morning was, well, dude, we're gonna start capturing these squirrels and tie little notes to take this back to the cult leader. Tell him not to fuck with my garden. Don't come in my garden.
Right? Can't get none
But
here,
oh
right?
man, they were just all over my shit, all my food this morning. And they
Oh,
don't go after the lettuces, they go after the weirdest shit like cilantro and jalapenos. I'm
oh,
like,
that's because that's new to
one
them.
of
It's
the
probably
squirrels
new to
uprooted a
them,
whole jalapeno plant. I'm like, what the hell's your
right?
problem, dude?
They're
Like, what?
cooking
You're
up
not eating the
burritos
plant.
and shit at home. That's why.
They're
They're
fucking
making
bastards, man,
Mexican
these
food,
squirrels. I
right?
mean, they're my homies, actually, like all of them. But like when they start fucking with my food in the back, I get pissed.
I bet. I bet. That's hysterical.
So methods, I know I know your game, bro. I know these squirrels. I know what's going on.
Right.
Just know that I know methods. Just know that I know.
Hey, Chef Matt. What's up, Amy, the Butterfly Beacon, Yvonne? Good to see you guys out there. Yeah, methods. He does such good. He's so
Laura just said, I'm gonna 3D print a deity squirrel for the cult leader. I'm strongly considering it. If you have a 3D printer, Laura, please print out a deity squirrel, and maybe we can have a competition and it'll be a trophy.
right. Oh, I would love to see what the deity squirrel looks
The
like.
deity
What
squirrel.
does he wear? Does he wear a robe? Like, I can see him like,
Yeah, what is the deity squirrel? I
right?
picture him with like a little walking cane, like Yoda. Like he
Oh, like
actually stands
super
on two
wise
legs.
deity
Yeah,
squirrel.
like he
I can see
stands
it.
on two legs, but he's a
Maybe.
squirrel. Like what's the movie with the fucking raccoon? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm blanking on this right now because there's two of them.
What? Like
Just put me in the corner. I'm gonna go off video because I'm
the
so embarrassed. I can't remember.
superhero movie with
Yeah,
the raccoon?
it's like a
Yeah,
Marvel movie.
yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes,
That's
thank
my
you.
little
God, how can I
dude. What are you?
fucking
That's my
Gardens of the
little dude,
Galaxy?
right?
Oh my god, I love that raccoon.
Right? Trash pandas. Damn trash.
Trash pandas. We're taking back the squirrels, the pandas, all of it. The raccoons, the owls. Fuck these satanic assholes. We're taking back all of it.
Right? Done. Done dotted. Right? That's hysterical. Right? Alara said she thinks he's lurking.
He probably is.
Right?
He knows that he sent the squirrels, so he's not going to pop into the chat and admit it
deity
now.
squirrel. That's great. That's
The
like
deity squirrel.
I said, like Rick and Morty, where they've got all their super secret plans, and like then you can tune into them. Can you imagine if we could tune into what
He kept jumping into my grow box, and I'm like, dude, I'm in the window, like I'm like on a work call. I muted my work call. I'm like, hey, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? I'm like, and then I go back on my work call. I'm like, hold on, I'll be right back. And I ran out there, and I'm like, dude, he uprooted like a whole plant. I'm like, it's not like he's eating it. He just was like being a menace. I'm like, you're a fucking dick, bro. I'm like, oh, these squirrels were definitely sent by method. Something's going on here.
They said it has to be in a non-deity squirrel in a hoodie.
Oh,
right?
In a
Of
foxhole.
course.
In a
Yeah,
foxhole.
in a foxhole hoodie. Of course.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. That's great. But yeah, that's crazy. Did you I can't. Oh, let me look for the Macron slap.
Classical chicks has had to be a non-deity scrolling in any.
Right.
Oh man.
What else did I want to ask you? Oh, Hunter Biden. Did you see?
Oh, dropping the N-bomb
Yeah. No, but what's even
with his
crazier?
lawyer or whatever.
And nobody even mentioned this. I was reading that shit like, what is wrong with this dude? He talking about God, like that he's a fictional character in the minds of in the mind of the collective frightened, right? On top of all the N bombs, like, dude, you smoke cheese, like nobody. You have no
Smoke cheese. Is that
right.
what we call crack now?
That's
Or is that what we call,
no.
is that what we're calling meth?
He said he smoked Parmesan cheese,
No, I
thinking it was
know, but
crack.
that's
Yeah,
because that's a
right.
crackhead move when you're crawling around in the carpet looking for
Man,
rocks that you think
yes.
that you dropped.
He
Yeah.
smokes cheese. You have
He's,
no
he's
credibility,
smoking
sir.
that cheese.
Smoking
I
that
wonder
cheese,
what
man.
what grade of Parmesan he smokes.
Right? He's got that top-notch cheese,
He's
right?
got that top thing, like way high end deli
Yeah,
Parmesan
right?
cheese. Like that shit straight from Italy. You know,
Right?
comes already pre-balled out, ready to go.
Right? He got that top-notch
God,
cheese,
what a
man.
clown show. Just the fact that like it's open and out there. This guy,
Right? I
this
mean,
poor family, man. I mean, I don't feel bad for them in terms of like, well, I do. I empathize with all the human race, but I think that like, it's just, this is what they do generationally, these bloodlines and these satanic freaking orders. And this is what they believe. This is their religion. They literally do this shit to their children. They condition them
can you imagine?
and groom them this way. Can you imagine growing up like that?
No. Nope.
Imagine what Joe Biden did to these nieces, nephews, and these kids of his own. And well, let's not get into the whole fact that, you know, he basically whacked his first wife.
Man.
And sacrificed two of his children, or one of them died, right? His daughter died, but the two boys survived. Hunter was one of them, wasn't he?
The daughter was in the car, wasn't she?
Yeah, I thought.
The daughter was in the car when the accident happened. But and then I don't know. I mean here I found it. The Macron slap. It's up on the screen. You guys can see if you haven't yet seen it. He gets the fire handed to him. Right?
Damn it, I can't see any of this cool shit.
I know. I'm sorry.
I should get another laptop going just to have. Oh, maybe I can pull it up on my phone so I can see replay.
Right. I'll just leave it up on the screen for a minute.
No. It's your show. Don't share anything with me. Fine, Foil. Whatever.
I don't know. Listen, I'm new. I'm like Joe Dirt on the oil rig. Like, I'm new.
Oh my God. Great film. Great film.
Alara and I joke about like
what happened to
Joe
movies,
Dirt all
guys?
The time. I don't know.
What happened to movies?
I tell my niece, I have nieces that are 17 and 19, right? And I had custody of them for a long time. So they're like my kids. But I was showing my oldest niece skits from the Chappelle show not too long ago. And I was like, "Do you know this was on TV?" She was aghast. Like, I'm like, "Do you know we used to be able to say whatever we wanted?"
Hold on a second. I have a crazy conspiracy theory for Dave Chappelle. So all of you fact checkers, I'm talking to the fact checker right now. All of you fact checkers out. This is a theory. This is a conspiracy theory.
This is rampant speculation.
You know what? I actually prefer that term. So this guy, I have to find this video. I'll send it Foil to you if I can find it back in my history. This is quite a while ago, so I'll try to recall the story the best I can. So you know how Dave Chappelle lost his shit. He was offered like a $50 million contract for season 3.
He went through so many seasons, then was just like, I'm done.
And the point you just made about the shit he was putting on television. So there is I don't know if they're Boulay, the Black Masons, or what, but it's Oprah. God, we're on YouTube, aren't we? I'm going to totally get you kicked off YouTube. Oprah, Bill Cosby, I think Al Sharpton. There's a couple other huge, big black players, right? And they have this basically like, oh, we're trying to change the narrative on how the black community pursues black people. He's doing shit like, what was that character where he's like taking dumps in the alley and smoking crack and then going and talking to the kids? Tyrone and shit. And like he was like, so every episode that he was making, the one that pushed him over the top was when he was the black white supremacist named Bigsby, and they pull it off and he's black but he's blind, and then people's heads are exploding in the audience and shit.
Right. He divorced his own wife.
So here's the theory with this. They were threatening his family. They were showing up at his house. They were calling him and going, you need to stop making the black community look bad. They were doing all sorts of shit, and that's why he fled Ohio and moved to South Africa or wherever he went and walked away from that contract, because his family and their lives were like, they're like, you don't want to happen to what happened to Malcolm X, do
It's
you?
possible. It's possible. I mean,
Literally, like
he
this.
definitely was
So this guy breaks it
riling
down.
some
It's
people
like
up.
an hour and a half video, and he breaks down this whole theory and this timeline of how they were like showing up. They would show up in his dressing room at the set, and then people were noticing and reportedly noticing on the set of Chappelle's show, like Dave seems like real all over the place, and that's when he started to have his like mental. They broke him down.
Oh, no
They
doubt.
broke him down.
He's
And again, guys, this is just somebody's theory. I watched it and really sort of looked at it because I loved Chappelle's show and watched all those episodes.
Listen, to this
And
day.
the timeline this guy puts together and all the events the players that he talks about, I'm
So
like,
this is like a sussed out theory.
because I lived in LA Hollywood for 10 years. Like this shit goes on. Like these
I don't
people, yeah. And so like when I watch this guy's fucking dig and breakdown on him, he's in doing comedy, what he fucking loves to do. He just had to run to Africa because he was so stressed out about making a television show. No fucking way. Sorry. No way. No way. You just walk away from $50 million? You kidding me? No way, dude. His life and his family's life was under attack. He said they showed up in his bedroom one time. He thought somebody was there and he woke up out of a dead sleep and there was like a note saying like, we're watching you. Shit like that.
Man,
like these, and some of the stories were actually from like insiders that know Chappelle and stuff. So
crazy.
I don't know. It was pretty fucking crazy.
Mark
so I don't know.
Basket
That just
says,
triggered that memory. I thought it was interesting. I thought I'd bring it up.
Mark Basket says it wasn't the same Chappelle that came back. He isn't as funny anymore.
Dude.
Yeah,
and he's like all
changed.
bulked up and shit. And like, yeah. He used to be a little skinny, runny comic from DC. He's from DC.
Yeah, DC. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was, born and bred in the swamp, I guess. I don't know if he was born and bred there, but he definitely cut his teeth there in comedy.
Why he's living in Dayton, Ohio was beyond me.
What do you think that says, right?
Man.
He talks openly about some of this stuff sometimes. Like you can catch it. Yeah, he'll say stuff like
he did an interview the other day, as a matter of fact, where he was talking about why he didn't take that, why he dropped that contract and left, and how people were saying he was smoking crack, and that they were trying to control him. He said they were trying to control him, and I guess you were supposed to take away from it that they were trying to control his artistic expression, but maybe they were just literally trying to control him, like he thought he was going to find a horse head in the bed one day or something.
Absolutely. No, they were trying to control his content, but it wasn't Comedy Central. It was this frickin'
right
black mafia inside Hollywood. Like,
right, because he did.
You've dug on Oprah, right? You know Cosby and all these people. Like, where their ties are. Yeah.
Man, listen, when she was pushing John of God, I was like, man, what?
Have you seen the interview where she talks about how molesting a child can be a pleasant experience?
I did see that.
Oh,
yeah,
it's unbelievable.
If it's
I'm like, I was telling people that Oprah's a handler for pedophiles and hiring and high level positions, and I played that video, and they were like, "Yeah, well, that could mean something." I'm like, dude, let me rewind it for you. Listen to what she's saying. She's saying, well, if the molester does it right, I mean, it can be very pleasurable, and it should be. I was like,
yeah,
dude, you cannot watch that and be like, that shit is fucking raunchy, fucked up.
So they were asking. I think that, hey, Brooklyn, are they asking for the link to the Oprah interview where she was talking about that stuff? Is that the one that
Bruce? I'll try to find the link to the Chappelle conspiracy video. But the Oprah one is out there. You can easily find it. She did it live on her show. I mean, it's archived on YouTube.
Yeah,
you can find it.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I mean, there's no excuse for that. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Gave me a cookie. Much love, right? Yeah, I mean, listen, money does something to people. Money just
100%. I've watched it happen many times.
Money does something to people. Like, and I can't explain it. I don't know what it is, but like people, relatively normal people, if you come up hard like that, like it's like I don't know. I mean, like you sold your soul or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it might be different if you have to work for it and you progress at a certain pace and you really are putting effort into it. Like I am an avowed capitalist. I love capitalism. Like you can't tell me no different, right? But I have a problem with people that don't. It's almost like when you don't put in the work, you don't respect what it is that you have, or if you get it too fast, you lose something.
Mm-hmm.
You lose something of
Mm-hmm.
yourself. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah, it happens all the time in
Oh,
sports
they
ball.
said the conspiracy vid. Whoever it is that put together. If you know what, guys?
I'm gonna dig and find it. It's
Yeah,
really really good. I was like, after I watched it, I put my phone down and I was like, holy shit.
yeah,
And it's like, people work on their theories, and they gather all this there and they go around and this guy interviewed some people and he talked to different people, in and outside of his camp, I think. But the way he puts the story together, and he says the whole time, he goes, this is just a theory. This is just based on me connecting dots and what I think. The way he puts it together, and he tells this story, you're like, holy shit. You're like, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Whether every aspect of it is true or not, like,
right.
I was a huge Chappelle fan. I loved Chappelle's show. And then when he like lost his mind and like skipped out to Africa, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
None
he
of it
just
made
bounced on a
sense.
$50 million contract and just went to Africa. I'm like, what? Because
Right,
he's stressed out? I'm like, he's not stressed out. He's having the fucking time of his life saying whatever he wanted on cable television.
right.
Like, that was like a dream for a comic. That's what all they want to do.
You know what? That show was probably the last example I can think of when somebody was able to say whatever they wanted on TV.
Well, that's why it makes so much sense. They're like, you can't be saying these things. They
Yeah.
were already starting to work on that agenda. They were already trying to push us towards this, like, crazy divisional race war that we're in now.
Were we on Severe the other day? We were talking about like just the fact that you have to like the fact that I even like before I say something, I'll think, can I say that here? Makes me livid.
Right.
Like we shouldn't even be in that position. Like it shouldn't be, can I say this? If you don't want to hear it, you can click right out.
Absolutely.
You ain't got to hear it. But you ain't got to try and stop everybody else from speaking, speaking their truth either.
Thank you, Low Country Brooklyn, for posting. I don't know what you posted, but it sounds like you posted something in YouTube.
Oh, maybe they found the link.
Yeah, probably for the Oprah thing. It's really easy to find.
Maybe they found
The
the link.
Chappelle conspiracy thing, I think, I don't even know if it's still up. I'll have to dig on it. But trust me, I will Pasaki back, and I will get it to you guys. It's worth a watch.
Back, right? Thumper Rose.
I'm trying to make that. I've been trying to make that a thing. Certain people are picking up on it.
Pasaki back. I like it. I'll use it. I will have.
Fuck her, man. Fuck her. Take fucking ruining circle back for us.
The plane of tomorrow, right? She's horrible.
That Kamala video of her just cackling at the border question is completely. That's why I don't watch these people anymore. I just can't watch them just literally spit in your. They literally spit in your face.
Did you see?
Oh, you think I'm supposed to do something for this country?
Did you see Lauren Boebert went to the border? I don't know if it was today or yesterday with a life-size cutout of Kamala Harris. Like,
oh my God, I heard about that. I didn't see it.
Right, the cutout made
Pixar didn't happen.
Right, the cutout made it to the border before before Kamala Harris did. I thought I had it.
She's like, oh, go to the border.
Like, if you disagree with something, you should be able to say that. Like,
absolutely.
I'll give you an example, and a lot of people probably be like, "What the hell, Tim Pool?" All right, this dude has bad takes on shit all the time.
His politics are dog shit, but
right?
I do like parts of Tim Pool.
Yeah, but he will say it anyway. Like, at least, and I mean, tell both sides of a story. That's the problem, is nobody wants to tell both sides of a story. Everybody want to tell one side of a story, right? We see that in the we already see that in the mainstream media. There's no reason, there's no reason. No reason. I want to know what's going on, and I want to be able to synthesize my own information. That way I can bring it to the people, right? Like,
bring it to the people,
we
Foil.
Bring it to you.
You gotta bring it to the people. That's what it's about. And have a little fun along the way.
Man,
the culture battle is to me just important, if not more important than the political media and just all that bullshit. We got here because our kids were indoctrinated through the education system and the culture, and China's laughing their fucking ass off right now. We look so weak as a country right now.
Oh my God! Listen, my whole next video is about the China problem, right? Okay. And I've been debating on it. Like, man, this could actually go to a really dark place. But I'm genuinely concerned about what's going on with the China issue, and I think people need to know that. So I'm going to go ahead and go in on it. You know what I mean? But
I think what was it on? At least I'm starting to see a little bit of maybe relief. I don't know. I think Texan called into. I was sort of popping in and out of some shows before I jumped on here. Was talking about. He said that Abbott called in the National Guard down to the border, that they have the capability to actually make arrests and things of that nature. So
Yeah, thank God.
I was screaming about the
Enforce the
border
law.
months ago. I'm like, why is this not fucking like literally national news around the clock, like a huge fucking crisis? Because it was orchestrated and it was just another thing, and it's still coming back around to bite them. The truth always comes out, man.
Belushi,
So
are we up on Fox? Are we up on all the platforms, guys?
I see us on Foxhole.
Okay, I see people saying it was
What
buffering.
what did I say? Did we get nuked?
No, we're still
I
up
told
on
you,
YouTube.
you can't bring me on. I don't do YouTube and that shit because I'm gonna be
Well,
fucking.
you know what?
I'd do one
normally-
show on YouTube and be gone.
Debbie says she can't get her video to come back. Uh-oh.
Oh, sounds like a personal problem. 1 foot and 5
You guys
feet.
hit the refresh. Hold
Little
on.
County, Brooklyn. I'm seeing chats come in. Debbie Roush. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Oh, can't get my video to come back on. When in doubt, refresh.
Right? Because my restream says we're good.
Yeah. So if your restream is showing signal, right?
Yeah, and YouTube
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, then we're fine. Yeah, Foxhole.
Oh,
You know,
Rob Vinoy, hey. Stacks, what up? Say hello. I see people still coming in all good here, they're saying. All right.
yeah. Laura says you're all good on Foxhole.
Okay.
Been hitting the refresh, goes to replay on this show.
I hope it for some and I don't know if it's my computer.
Sorry about that, Debbie.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my computer, but I don't think we've been doing the California raisin things today. I think that's been good.
Yeah, we're
right?
not even playing like heavy media clips or anything. We're just chatting.
Mm-hmm.
So so are we going to going to the top of the hour? Is that the normal format?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I don't really have a format. I mean, we can do an hour and a half. We've been up here for 72 minutes. We can go to, 8:30
Well, I was gonna
9.
ask you. Do you have any fun trivia games we could play?
Oh, you just want to play the conspiracy.
Don't
nobody tell Tyler, okay?
Well, no. Okay, hold on. I don't want to create some sort of
I'm
riff with
teasing you.
Tyler.
No. Me and Tyler are solid. I'm teasing you.
I'm so sick of talking about news. I honestly,
God,
and it
dude.
was such a slow day today. Like, let's have some fun.
These are phenomenal. This game, I actually
Because you know why I also like this and why I've caught a couple of your shows where you do this. The chat gets to get involved and it's fun because everyone sort of has a piece in it. And
right.
I'm like right half the time, so let's get into it.
All right, we can do this. Thank you, Golden Crisp, 600 gold pills. Thank you guys for the gold pill love tonight. Like you don't even know. It really does mean the world to me. Like one of these
Golden
days,
Crisp.
Yeah, Golden Crisp. Coming with the gold pill love. One of these days, I'm not gonna work 3 jobs and I'm gonna stream more often. So this helps me phenomenally. I love you guys. Thank you.
Bruce, I'm behaving. This is me on my best behavior. I even put a fucking collared shirt on. Okay, Jesus.
Look at you all fancy.
Golden Crisp.
Shit.
Golden Crisp. How did you just land in that awesome username now that there's gold pills?
I know, right? Right?
She was looking through the looking glass, I think.
Through the looking glass. Alara says, Battle Station Fox Nuts, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Alora,
right?
I know Alora's she's super competitive in the chat. Watch.
Oh, I know, right? So Foxhole decided a long time ago they were Team Fox Nuts. And then I think DLive is Team Tartaria. And I don't know, I don't remember.
Oh, DLive is Team Tartaria?
They are. And I don't remember what the YouTube name was. You guys. Oh, Patricia Sertle says Tyler was here already. So he...
He's like, oh, they're playing my game, fuckers. I'm out.
He's gone, right? All right. Let's see how you do, Belushi. Let's go.
I'm okay. Let's see.
All right. What machine did people fear would destroy humanity when it was activated on September 10th of 2008? Was it A, IBM's Blue Brain? I thought I was going to say Blue Balls. Blue Brain. B, the CERN Super Collider. D, Cyberdyne's Skynet system, or D, the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, right? What machine did people fear would destroy humanity? Do
you want me to answer or do you want me to hold my here? I will chat you my answer in Zoom. So right. we'll let people guess. I don't want to influence anybody.
Right. Well, it looks like we've got a lot of people on YouTube that think it's CERN. Alara says, for fuck's sake.
Alora, F wasn't an option. It was A, B, D, or C.
Right. Anne says B. Let me see what's going on over here on DLive. Yeah, oh, they're all Team
Got a couple.
Tartaria
Got a
and
couple
CERN.
B's. Got a couple
Right,
B's. Alora has an F. We got
right.
an A from Christina Fontana. Hi, Christina Fontana. How are
Hey,
you?
fam. You guys rock. It was indeed CERN, the CERN Super Collider, right? God only
Ding,
knows,
ding, ding. What did I put in the
right?
chat? Did I
B.
get it right?
Yes, you did,
B.
sir.
All right. I'm 1 for 1.
All right. God only knows what they're really doing over there at CERN. Alara says the stream dropped on Foxhole. Oh, boy, I don't restart
Bruce,
the
are you calling me while you're watching me on the air, dude? Come on, dude.
It says Foxhole's online. And if I
Hold on. Let me
toggle
go on
it,
mute. Maybe that's why he's calling. Hold on. I missed him.
he might have been calling to tell you this. Okay, Golden Crisp says it's good. You guys might have to refresh. Like my restream shows I'm good, and if I hit the toggle button, what it's going to do is record over the entire show on Foxhole, and then you only get the last 20 minutes of it. All right, you ready for question number 2? How many people signed up to attend the Storm Area 51 Facebook event? Right? Was it A, 200, B, 2,000, C, 200,000, or D, 2 million?
Okay. Can you read it one more time? Because I was getting multiple text messages about the stream being down. I don't think it's down. I see people in the chat on Foxhole. So
Yeah, they're
and
saying
it's up for
five by
me. So
five, right?
yeah, no, this is what happens. Sometimes certain people it goes out for and they think the whole thing's down. I don't think that's the case.
Right. Okay, the question was how many people signed up to attend the Storm Area 51 Facebook event? Was it A, 200,
Okay.
B, 2,000, C, 200,000, or D, 2 million?
Oh, I know. I think I know this.
Alara says way too many. Right?
Nope.
Nobody showed up.
Yeah.
Right?
Shh.
Right?
Oh shit. Oh, I might have gotten that wrong actually.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna re-guess because I was just remembering. I thought it could have been like a. All right, it's my new answer.
What? A 200, B 2,000, C 200,000, or D 2 million. I see a lot of you guys.
It's either. Okay, I won't say anything.
Right?
Are people still guessing?
Oh yeah, yeah. I see a lot of them. It was actually more than 2 million. It ended up being like 2.5 million people that had clicked on the post.
What? What did I? What did?
It was a whole big thing.
Was it the invite or who actually showed up?
Yeah,
Because who actually showed up,
No,
they
no, no.
scared everyone off.
Yeah.
And there was only like a couple thousand people there.
Yeah, no. How many people signed up and said that they were going?
Oh,
I know I was all about
I
it
missed
for a
that
minute.
part of the question because okay, so my answer would have been right because I saw on the ground there were only like not a lot of people actually showed up.
And then remember they tried to have that damn like rave party desert festival like to distract people from going. Or there was
I used to DJ those desert festivals. Oh, I know all about it.
Right.
You drive way out into the desert and throw a big ass rave. Yeah, it's super fun.
Right. I figured when I was like 2 million people and then they started the
no, I remember that. And then they were like trying to say that it was a scam or whatever, but I don't know that people actually like paid any money for anything.
No.
They just signed up to like a Facebook group, right?
Yeah, you just clicked on the thing when people make a post and you could click that you're thinking about it, you're definitely going, like, you know what I mean? But like it ended up being more than 2.5 million people that said they were definitely going. And then it was.
But what was the news that dropped that deterred everyone? They said they were going to arrest people.
The military. Right? Well, the military was like, we will use deadly force. Like, don't.
Yeah,
think
we will fuck you up.
Yeah, don't think y'all about to run up on nothing.
Don't think you're gonna fucking come in here and see our alien tech.
Hell no.
You are mistaken about how this works.
They were like, y'all ain't going nowhere. Like, you better find something else to do, right?
Oh, that's hilarious. No, I remember that being a big deal. I remember that whole thing going down.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was funny. Right. I mean, the memes were great, you know. All right, guys. What?
What? And it ended up being like 100 people doing a rave in front of Area 51.
Yeah, right. And I dropped it. They had rented out like all the little hotels in the area were booked up and like they thought it was going to be a huge big thing, and then there was like maybe 2,000 people that actually showed up, and none of them went to Area 51. Like the ones that went to the party. So
So I guess the video was terminated, but the chat is still working. How is that possible? Now that I have restarted Foxhole and it isn't showing Loyal as live, it won't scroll. Okay, so what you're saying, Loyal, is if you toggle back for Foxhole, it's going to scrap the whole hour and a half already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, because it pilled that. Yeah, it can't do that.
Let me see something. Will it pull up for you? Let me try.
Let me see. Oh, let me see if the video pulls up. Yeah, that's a good question.
It says we're online, and I hate. I finally get the settings right. We're not.
No, they're right. You're not live on the stream anymore. Oh, that's a bummer.
Ain't it?
Well, maybe we should just call it then. I don't know how many people we got in DLive. I mean, we'll keep rocking, guys. I mean,
I've got 30. Oh, thank you, Julie65, and thank you, Honest. I can't see the rest of the name. Thank you for the lemons, guys. Hold on, because now I can't even give them their damn scratch offs.
I know, that's a bummer, dude.
Man, hold on. Let me see. I got 63 on YouTube. Well, Keep True says good here. I see video on Foxhole.
Oh.
Dodie Danny says 5x5. Golden Crisp says hers is fine. Okay.
Oh, well, mine's nuked.
Yeah. That's weird. I don't even show up as live on my own. That's wild.
Okay, well, let's keep rocking. If we got people on the phone. Well, now I lost my chat, damn it.
Okay, well, look, what we can do, man, what I can do is if you, I mean, I don't know how long you want to sit here, but I'll
say as long as you will have me, my dear.
Thank you. What we can do is end this, and I can put up a part 2, and I can make a new link for Foxhole so it doesn't go over top of my old one.
Up to you. I'm hanging. I'm off work. I got nothing to do right now. Well, I've always got things that I could be doing, but I'd much be rather just talking shit and doing trivia.
Right. It's so much fun. I have so much fun. She says, put up a new link for trivia.
I wouldn't mind actually a quick little. You have an intermission video? Just so I could do a little bio break, grab a smoke.
What? Go ahead. I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to put us back up live. And yeah, that's what we're going to do.
All right. Much love, fam.
All right. We will be back.
Part 1 in the books.
Right.
Wait, hold on. What was it? Did we do another trivia question? No, we did 2 and there was 2 answers, right?
Right.
So we closed that out.